relationships. President Griffin asked me if I would please share some of my feelings with you that I shared with my family earlier. We've heard a lot today and throughout this conference about the importance of families and how much people love their families. And it was impressed upon me when we were talking that some people may not feel that way all the time. Maybe not here. I think I sense a lot of really good feelings here, but there may be some of you who may feel like your families really aren't that great. Particularly when you may look at yours compared to others. And it's to those of you I'd like to address my comments. My family...
Privilege. You're good at it.
Before we start singing, I'd like to mention the song we're singing is called Walk Call Your Daughter of God. And a lot of you may probably don't recognize that being that it's a Hillary song. But we'd like to mention that because it's a song about daughters of God, it applies to everybody, sons included. So this is the lyrics on
I have a prayer deep within my heart, a prayer for each of you. There is a special part. Will you remember who you are and He who lives above? We seek for Him and do His will, feel His love. What tall you're a daughter, a child of God. Be strong, please remember who you are.
Chip Mormon mentioned in his talk that he's going to control himself in emotions. And I'd just like to tell you that as the water cleans the body, tears cleanses the soul. The Holy Spirit uses tears to let us know that we're okay. That we're learning what He's trying to teach us. If you ever feel as though you need to cry, if something wells up within you and your eyes get wet, don't be embarrassed. But rejoice. This morning, not too long ago, you know, Bishop Jenkins said he would speak shortly, briefly. And he did. First of many, I'm sure. Bishop Jenkins is a great man. I have a lot of love for him. I may not follow his counsel, but I've listened very carefully. Let's see, Brother Markle. Hey, Wagon Master, you stand up for a second. Is he the Wagon Master? Yeah. Is anybody else the Wagon Master? Why is he the Wagon Master? He was chosen to be the Wagon Master. Did he choose himself? No way. But when he was called, he accepted. Erase the beard and the hair. Take those suspenders away. Put on his white shirt and a tie, and make it Sunday morning. And who is he, Kutztown? What he did in carrying out his responsibility. Okay?
Man.
The boys just finished their solo excursion here, and this is kind of territory that we've been out in the last couple of days. And, Come on, let's take a look. Show you. Here we have the Appalachian Trail. Typical beauty of Pennsylvania hills. Lush green woodland.
We're going to take a walk down the road here and take a look at the Camp of Israel. Did Zion's camp look like this? Yeah, certainly didn't look like this. Pretty impressive.
This is a videotape, no makeup.
That's right, they didn't have makeup way back then either. It's pretty stupid here. Narrator I'm not. Anyway, just thought you'd like to just see what this was like.
Hi, Steven.
Nobody's seen her. Nobody clearly seen her. I asked everybody I saw. Did you check the restroom?
Yeah.
Oh, we got a search party.
Oh, yeah, we got to abandon with him. He's afraid he's going to get lost.
And we'll fill you in.
Seems Stephanie Griffin did not come back from Solo. I think she's probably sacked out someplace. But they're concerned they fired the original 3-shot gun blast. She did not return. They went down and fired a few in the area where they thought she would be. She didn't show up. So now they're organizing, as you just heard, search party. Trail boss, Semenoff, wagon master, Little Markle of organizing a search party. We got to go after her, see if we can find her. Find her under a log someplace, down to sleep. Take some well-deserved nap time. This is the way it's been up here. There's a response, there's a great concern. Great love for one another here. Probably the most impressive thing about this whole camp.
Yep.
3 whistles if they find her. They will then relay the message down the line one way or the other to let everybody know, and everybody's supposed to stay within sight of each other. You hear them? We're going in. They're a long ways in there. Probably shut down and go join them. Everybody's come back from looking on the south side here. Did not find her. We also noticed that there was a problem in the organization. We're not sure that we got everybody back who actually went in. We're reasonably comfortable with that. Right now everybody is heading back because there's already the natural organization and the families. They're going back to their camps. They're going to take a head count, make sure everybody is present and accounted for. Then they will organize the search according to families and come back and go after her as well. There are people that we're going to go down and go up the north side. Now there are also people out driving the roads checking that. So at this point we don't know where she is, and we'll keep on going. I'm not too concerned about her because she's strong and she's healthy, and pretty smart. So we'll see.
Stopwatch.
One of those 4-milers.
My stopwatch got lost at a 4-mile. It was my husband's stopwatch, and I looked all over for it, and we never found it, and it's so great. Thank you so much.
Elmer, take that from her. Confiscate that from her.
Brother Hunter was a little late getting to the awards here.
Not gotten stuck in the mud.
They said that
That's right. If he hadn't got that.
Sister Hunter said that Jeff was the only person on this trip who gained weight.
And now, best of all, we need to thank you guys for being so incredible this whole week. I mean, you guys, let's give you a big hand. Okay, now that we're all, thanked and everything, we're going to turn the rest of the evening, and Katrina Peterson, and we'll let her introduce her staff and people, but she's been working very hard, long hours on a really cool program for you guys. Those of you who knew her from last year, she's the one that set up that Last Supper. Remember that? So she doesn't do anything half-baked. She's like really awesome, puts a lot of stress and work into it, and it doesn't come easy for her because she has a lot of things she works with right now. So, okay. Okay.
No secrets.
She said I needed to thank the pots. I'm like, thank pots? She said the moths and pods. Yeah! We gotta thank pots. None of this can happen. And when you go home, tell your parents they're awesome too. Okay, now, we're going to do this first now, and we'll just kind of progress as the evening goes along. We'd like to turn the time over now to Katrina.
Get used to it.
You guys, it's real important because they can't hear us, so everyone's got to really be considerate. Let's do this. Katrina.
I was just going to say, could you all do my wife a favor? She doesn't do anything half-baked, according to Carla. She's going to be full-baked if we don't just scoot back a little bit. What do you need?
I have been going for the last 3 days trying to figure out how to start. That's always my problem. How do I start something? And I know Tamara will argue if I tell you I don't have a loud voice, but I hope you can hear me. And last night I was laying in bed, just as I was getting to bed, because I have had no help for the last few days getting these children in bed. And I was laying in bed and this inspiration just hit me. I kid you not, the roof on my bedroom opened up and in poured this inspiration on how to start. I was so excited, but I was so darn lazy I didn't get out of bed and jot down this inspiration. And I woke up this morning and I thought, oh shoot, what was it? So on the ride up here I'm thinking, guys, how do we start this? Well, the inspiration hit our car, and I want to start out with a story. There was a young girl that
Brought enough for everyone to have one. So I'm going to start this bag here.
I think these are the best.
Pioneer lollipop. Can I have the blue? I love you all. Oh, yes.
But along the way with the tracks that they made out there, they had to have fun. The pioneers they were not abusive bunch of people walking across the plains. They did have to have fun along the way. one of the things that they did, they had a
Been a pushing on the hands, got a pushing. I've been a pushing all day now, pushing.
I've been pushing on the hand cart all the live long day.
All day now, pushing.
I've been pushing on the hand cart. They say Zion's out this way.
I'm pushing.
Can't you hear old Brigham shouting? Go get your cart and
Get it, smell it.
Smell those bubbles in the burn. Let's get out of here. Come on, won't you push? Come on, won't you pull? Come on, won't you push that cart now? Come on, won't you push? Come on, won't you pull? Won't you push that cart? Someone is in the wagon now. Someone I know. Billy-I-O, Bye, Billy-I-O, strumming on the old banjo, strumming on the old banjo, strumming on the old banjo, strumming on the old banjo. Savior, I need thee.
Every hour of the day. Every morning that I pray. Every hour of the day.
I need thee.
Every morning that I pray. I need thee, oh, I need thee. Oh, bless me now, my Savior, Lord. I come, I come, I come, I come, I come, Lord, I come to thee.
Seems like you can't have a pioneer story without having one about a relative. And I'm sure that everyone here has probably heard a story about an ancestor that crossed the plains. And all of them seem to be such touching stories. I wish that we had the time that we could each share some experience that we've heard from one another on these stories. But I would like to take a minute to share with you the story of my great-grandfather, Louis Barney. He was asked to be one of the pioneers that headed out to scout out the trail that the pioneers would be traveling. So Brigham Young pulled him in and he says, we'll be heading out, but we want you guys to go ahead and then come back and tell us the paths that we need to take, tell us, you know, the dangers ahead, whatever we need to know. This group here is going to be the scouts going out. So they made the trek out there, and Louis Barney left his family behind and started out on this journey. Well, it took them months and months to get there, and they arrived in the Salt Lake Valley, and they were told, this is the place. And so he came to this group of scouts that had headed out, and he said, each one of you have done such a great job that I would like you to look over this entire valley, and each one of you are to pick out one of the choicest pieces of land that you would like to have here. And that's your reward for what you've done for helping us come across. So Louis Barney looked across the valley and he saw this choice piece of property. It was better spent anything. So he was planning on getting things set up on this property when Brigham Young came to him and he said, Brigham Young, I would like you to go back and to get your family. But on your way going back, I would like you to stop off at the different stations along the way. And you're to spend as much time that is needed at these stations. You're to help plant the crops or to do whatever's needed to be done in order for the companies coming through that food will be available to them and things will be ready. So he packed up and he headed out to hit the stations. Well, he hit one station after another, and it took him 6 years to reach his family. And as he got to his family, he pulled them together and he said, you can't imagine what's waiting for us out in Utah. All the way, the whole journey back out across the plains, he talked about this choice piece of land. He talked about his dreams that he had for his family. He couldn't boost them up enough. When they would get down again, he would start talking about his dreams, talking about this property that he had been given. As they arrive in the Salt Lake Valley, he goes to show them the property, and on this property was a cabin. He didn't know what to do, so he went to Brigham Young, and he said, President Young, I've just arrived with my family. Where are we to go? I noticed there's a cabin on my property. And Brigham Young said, Lewis, I would like you to take your family, go load up your wagon right now, and you're to head on south of the valley to a little place called Provo. We would like you to establish Provo. Now today, a drive from Salt Lake to Provo maybe takes 45 minutes to get there. This was a long, treacherous road that they had to travel to get down to Provo. But he was instructed to go down there, and when he got there, he was to put up a sawmill. So Lewis Barney packed up, they headed down, he got this sawmill up and going. It was going great. He and his family were so happy down in Provo. And one day the sawmill was going wonderful, the crops were growing, the family was happy, and Brigham Young comes riding up on his wagon, and he goes to Lewis Barney and said, Brother Barney, I would like you to pack up your family today. I've got a man here. He's going to take over your sawmill and your home and the other things that you need to leave behind to keep this going. And I would like you to head a little further south of here and establish another city. And I would like you to eventually end up in Arizona. Has anyone been to Arizona?
Yeah.
What a dream! Lewis Barney, on his trek from Provo to Arizona, he settled 553 cities between there. Every time he would stop, set up another city, it was going great. Who would come riding up? The good old Brigham Young. And yet through that, never once did Lewis Barney sit down and say, forget it. What do you mean? Every single time Brigham Young came driving up, it was almost to the time where Lewis Barney's bags were packed and ready to go as he saw that wagon coming. And how grateful I am to have a great-grandfather that had the faith that he had, never complaining about what he was asked to do. And I looked at that same faith that as my grandfather, having a young family with 8 children, was asked by the prophet to serve a mission, to leave his family down in Arizona, to pack up and to serve a mission for 3 years. And he packed up his bag, never once complained. And yet my grandmother raised those 8 children, losing one in a war, losing other children at periods of time where she wondered if they would come back at all, if they would be out serving and be killed, or what would happen. And yet as my grandfather was ready to come home from this 3-year mission, he was traveling home 10 miles from home, just a few more minutes to be reunited with his family that had stuck together, that had pulled together, waiting for that embrace. And he was killed in an automobile accident. My grandmother never complained. She raised these 8 children with every single one of them staying strong in the gospel, never complaining that their father had been taken from them. As my dad grew up and he went on his mission, he would receive letters from my grandmother. And in these letters she would write, I attended the temple today. It was a great day, it was a great experience. And on his mission he was so grateful that his mother was blessed so much to be able to leave the farm, which just this family took care of, and to be able to attend the temple, to be able to feel of the sacred feeling that she would have in the temple. And when he returned home from his mission, he returned home to learn that she never was able to do a session in the temple, but every week that she went there, she went to work in the laundry. And that money that she got by doing the temple laundry was the money that she had to send to my dad on his mission. Never once did she complain. That strong faith was passed on when my parents stayed in it.
Brandon Bailey. Brandon B-R-A-N-D-A-Y-L-E-Y. 366-957.
Hello. Is that a Pioneer game?
Yeah. Dad's the van open.
Yeah.
Yours I can't do either one very good. Maybe it's time for breakfast. We're a little out of control all of a sudden.
I have another 12 pictures I can take. I know. I don't have them with me more, and I'll take them then. I don't have them with me.
Oh, sorry.
My camera. Come on, ready?
Oh, man. Get up, Brandon. Soar. Soar. Well, I like when you go, Brandon. Oh, no. Good hands, right there.
Hi, buddy. Hey. Look at that. That's all. I'm the carrier pigeon. Don't be shooting at me. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, do it. I will. Or I can take the chain and put it on. That's right. There you go. And I'll see if that guy really works. When you know that guy.
I know. I tell you, I wish I'd wear pantaloons all the time. They're not more comfortable than other things. What's up? What's up, bud? Yes, we got the throw down.
Glasses here. There you go.
So that's the deal. 8 o'clock today.
What's the gun is right?
Real quick, everybody grab whatever looks like that they want to pack, and then what they're not going to pack, I'm going to pull out and stick on like the tarp so we can like separate it.
I got all my
We're pulling it out of the wagon? Yeah. We can load it all back up.
Is this good water?
How are you traveling?
Was that Tremblay?
Yeah, how are you? Did you talk to your mom last night?
Yeah.
Did you talk to your mom right now? She came up to pick up this
That was my favorite breakfast of the night. I liked it a lot.
Hey, way to go, Aaron.
We'll be like this and look at the camera. Ready, everybody?
Just for that one.
Want a bite?
Thank you.
It got better every day.
Oh, yeah. That's because we're getting better.
I lost my plate. I lost my food. I have my other stuff. I can't find. So at least you lose a sleeping bag the first day. I did last night. Where's your assignment? It's all
That's because you didn't take my jacket last night.
You didn't take Ryan's jacket.
All right, I'll help you, Glenn boy.
All right, can you hold the plastic and take it off? Change?
I'll just step on it.
We're gonna go to the pizza hut. It's only pizza. No, I brought some duck on there. Remember when I tried to any guy would pull one of those wagons. Plus those wagons are like 1,000 pounds. Babies.
Lisa!
Hungry seats us at home. We don't feel.
I can't eat hard. Before you get home.
There's institutions for people like you.
Thank you, Virginia.
You're welcome.
You better not ask me. There's some reason why your arm doesn't eat long enough. Here, drop there.
Hey, Daddy.
Everybody, have a mess with There's nothing to do with what she said.
I gave her a wine and half right.
I even need a garbage bag.
Well, why don't we do this I'm full.
Guess what we have? Would you like one?
Oh, get out of here!
Get out of here.
Hey, get out of here!
And they shared with us.
Oh, man, yeah.
How's your sleep, John?
All right. That stuff, that red stuff is so yummy. Yes, very inside.
Playing field level. It would have been easy for him to back out and decide, oh, I need to go home. I need to get out of here. I don't hurt myself. He wanted to stick to the experience. He hung in there, and here he is. I'm wondering how we're going to get down the mountain. You're going to walk in? somebody's
They're
out
gonna
for
try
the
to-
ride?
Could be.
Yeah, it looks good. Just such a shock.
Get it?
It looks small.
All right, thank you, Jeff.
Sure.
And here I am, eating leftover chili from last night because our oatmeal was so pasty. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Ooh, that was bad. What was that?
Okay.
He's just such a hairless wonder.
You guys quit having fun. Let's just get busy and get serious.
Swing this at you.
So is that the mature adult approach to life? Fling your butt
I'm around
when
you.
you're not happy?
You bring out the best in all of us, Carla.
Somebody from one of these westerns. One of these funny westerns.
Like that.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
That's heck, we couldn't take a picture of fella doing that.
I'm not just trying to keep you it's freezing cold.
I saw that. And it was all
Here, I have some for you. Hey, Clark, I know this is set out.
More evidence.
Peck on Carla's head. President.
Hey.
Come behind Carla, turn around. Let him peck.
Where's the hatchet?
Turn around. Turn around.
Now stay there, peck on her head.
Like it's hard
I need a raise. I definitely need a raise. I'm moving on the edge. Oh, that's scarier than the hat.
It's over. Carry her out in the basket.
Don't do it.
Oh, John, leave her alone. Dad, hit him. I dare you. I double dare you. I triple dare you.
Whack him.
Whack him good.
Give him a good one.
Yeah, right. Just wash the water, Mom. Yeah. Got it? Oh, I thought you had it.
Mr. Vassalaro. Yes, ma'am.
Hey, Bishop Bustler.
Hey.
How you doing? Say good. I see you.
Yeah. Ah, there's an ugly one.
The other way.
There's an ugly one. I caught one.
It's greasy. Look. Can balance water on my head.
A lot of water.
Ooh, it's ugly.
It looks like an airhead.
Not everybody's going to friend
I saw Jen, she was like heading over what
time, get a wider pack as quickly as possible, get this tent everything down. The area has to be sanitize your own personal home. Yep. Living area. Stones from the campfires, getting back into the woods. We're short on rolling water.
Where's the mom's going? Use wash water. Sorry, I was late. We got behind because Bob got me wet.
Use your wash water. Then we're going to assemble.
Is this the bird in the middle?
Where the mom?
She's the 9-pin. She's the 9-pin. No one else.
Where's the mom?
They're at home.
Come on, we're gonna get mom.
And having babies, right?
Eating Johnny cakes.
Well, after all our wagons are assembled and ready to go, Are we heading out this direction? Okay, 2 ways we can go. This is what they call it. This is going to be one hill.
We'll take the hill.
I was about a half a mile up that place as well, maybe more. It was 2 ways up there. I was wondering, well, by the time you come back there or not, I heard it's noise and I came up with we're having a pretty good bit of fun. Better get back to something. Home and rubber band. Get your face. Well, no. It's after a while, you how much fun thinking.
Hey guys, camera. Okay, let's go. Up. Down. Up. Next time. Up. Don't let him out. Okay, one more. Whoa, watch the ashes. Okay. All right. Up. Down. Up. Yeah.
Oh man, hats, shoes, rain gear, my bad. Socks, dry socks.
Well, let's put them in the truck and we'll just haul them back down. If they haven't missed them now, maybe they'll recognize them there.
There's my water, thank you.
Campground's pretty well cleaned up. Wagons are all pulled around. We're heading back the way we came. We're going to go back down that hill where we were all concerned, where we were all working with. This is great. Never mind.
All right.
Yeah, or if they're very polite. If they know you
Everett?
Bishop, look, I got a bonnet. Is that my bonnet?
I want to thank you for all you did and all you didn't do. That makes it better sometimes when you don't do. But we appreciate you. I want to thank you. Now's the time. We had to finish the journey. Sister Bailey gave me this neckerchief. I'm turning it over to Bishop. He's your wagon master. Might want to go with us. Thank you.
Ann, how's it going? Do you need more help?
Yeah.
I've got to pull harder. She's working really hard.
Hi, Brother Kranicki.
Hello.
Wear that hat all the time, it makes you. That's the same thing. It really does.
Problem is you guys are pulling on the top of the car. You guys are pulling on the top of the car.
Come back and see President for a second.
What?
Did you hear that? Camera family. We feel good. Oh, we feel so. Oh, we feel so. Oh, we feel so good. Good, good.
Brandon, I still need to see your butt.
Someone take my place, but you just can't take it. They can't. You won't stop them now.
That hit the spot.
Lucky again. Alright, you stay on the side.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm not going to tell you when you're done. It's like taking a shower.
Have some of column A, try more of column B. I'm
Dad takes the part of the camera. Hey, I had to run to get here. Got a hail, guys! Okay, slow for a second.
Yeah. Very hurry, woo! Oh, whoa! Hold up, go Sister B. We are not
The keys are under the van.
Under the van.
Yeah! All right, let's start taking this thing apart. They have work to do. Yeah, it's okay. Let's fold it right now.